saw Grand Slam track. They finally finished up their roster of 48 athletes. They're going to have 48 challengers that are going to be coming up. And I guess the challengers are the ones that are going to be competing against these other athletes for a spot and trying to, beat them. I suppose I was a little confused on how the challengers one always went out, but should be interesting. So with that, a few notable names that have gotten left out that are not in Grand Slam track. Now keep in mind, they have a lot of really big names, a lot of big athletes, Fred Curley, Sidney McLaughlin, Kenny Bednarik, Cole Hocker. They got some big names, but they're also missing out on a few. First, we'll start off with the podcasters: Noah Lyles, Grant Holloway, Rai Benjamin. No, three of them are on the list. We're also missing out on the biggest name in women's sprinting of Sha'Carri Richardson. All three of the Jamaican sprinters, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price and all of them, as well as Christian Coleman, who is not in the list. I think those are, of all the biggest sprinters, those are probably the biggest names that are not here. I guess you could also add Letsili Tebogo. He's not on this list as well. And then Oraman himself, Noah Williams, probably the biggest snub of the ones here. So your thoughts with how this roster came out? We still got 48 more athletes that are, have potential to be on this list here as well. What are your thoughts on how it's constructed? Oh, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen for the distance. He's not there too. How this roster is constructed and what your thoughts are on some of these big names that are not on the list.
Yeah, so I think it came down to two factors as to why the Noah Lyleses and Sha'Carri Richardsons of the world aren't in it. And I think one is appearance money. I think they probably wanted some sort of contract that would guarantee them X amount of dollars. And I think Sidney McLaughlin took a big pot of that available money. So I think that was one big reason. And the second big reason was that I'm not sure how the point system is working towards the world rankings, the world athletic rankings. So I actually got to talk to Trey Cunningham on Friday, and I was asking Trey like how he felt about Grand Slam and if he was going to do it, whatever. He's like, "Yeah, I'll probably do the Challenger, but the problem why I didn't sign was because of the world ranking points." He's like, "That's why me and Grant, like somebody else, whatever." So he gave me a little bit of tea there with the world ranking points. So I guess those are some of the big factors for these guys.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. I mean, yeah, I guess because if you're doing this, you got to compete in these races 4 times throughout the year, and it's like if you're
Yeah.
one of these levels of pro, I mean, like how many times are they competing? Like, I mean, Sydney McLaughlin's competing like 4 times a year, like already. So she's not gonna be. She may do one other race, but she's not gonna have to worry about it with how talented she is. But many of these athletes are only doing like what, maybe 4 5, like maybe up to 6 or 7 of these things, right? Like how many times is a Fred Curley gonna run this year?
I think if it's up to Fred, bro, and it's 100,000 on the line, I think Fred will run every time. But for the majority of these people, like a Sydney, like you mentioned, like they're very like picky and choosy when they do run. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting how it shakes out. But this is probably like the most excited I've been for like a new track thing in my track and field life.
I agree. Yeah, I think like because this is one where we haven't gotten to this stage yet where there's been a lot of great ideas, I think, of track and field and a lot of people that have had these massive thoughts, but it hasn't come to fruition. Just like yeah, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we think we're gonna do, and it's a great idea, but then it doesn't happen. Or if it does happen, it's not as good as we thought that it would be. And so we're in a new era right now where we got Grand Slam track doing this, Athlos was doing their thing. Even World Athletics is moving different now where they're doing I think the Ultimate Challenges this year. Is that correct?
Ultimate
Um,
Championship.
Ultimate Championship. So we got all of those going on. I mean, well, first with Ultimate Championship, I mean, as an athlete for you, is that something like if you could like would you be more focused on, hey, I really want to make this world team and I want to, qualify for worlds, or is it just like a, hey, like there's this Ultimate Championship thing, like from yourself or for any of the athletes that you're like along with, are people caring about this ultimate championship, or is it just, how the NBA is treating the mid-season tournament and just not really caring?
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned the midseason tournament. So I think that the attitude, at least with the circle that I'm in, is more so like, oh, that's a money opportunity. That's kind of where our attention is. I think everybody is more so focused on making their team and performing at an Olympics or a World Championships, because that's kind of where the legacy is cemented. But if we could go over there and grab some more cash over there, that's perfectly fine too. So I'm not mad at more opportunities to make money. That's kind of where I think most people are standing right now in the sport.
Yeah. I'm wondering, maybe like, hey, if this stays and becomes a thing, could we be looking in, 15, 20 years from now where it's like, oh, you're not going to be a champion until you have a, ultimate champ? Like, could it? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if it's ever like the Olympics is, I don't think anything's really going to be taken over the Olympics of being an Olympic champion, at least in the foreseeable future in track and field. Like, we're not in a spot like in basketball. Nobody cares that Carmelo Anthony is the best Olympic basketball player of all time. Ain't nobody gives a damn about that, because that's not going much into his legacy of like, oh, you're great, but that's not raising you in the all-time basketball rankings. Like in track, you're like, nobody cares. I would say like the equivalent is like the US, like nobody cares about how many US championships you win when we're talking greatest track athletes of all time, or world championships that you won. It's like how many Olympics you got. Like that's the only thing that people care about. So it's going to take a lot, I feel, to change that for the US championship, and or for Grand Slam to like become the thing of like, that could be like the NBA, quote unquote, where it's like people only care about if you become the Grand Slam champion. People don't care if you're the Olympic champion. Like, I feel it would take a huge cultural shift to change that thing that I don't foresee really happening, but it's another great opportunity. Excited for it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you.
There you go. So should be exciting. You send any messages out to Kyle Merber? I know your teammate Caleb Dean got in because of them DMs. I was all over Instagram. You toss any out? Try to get in that challenger pool, man.
Nah, I didn't toss any out, but we were in the comment section. I seen you tag me in the comment section. Hey, man, your favorite girl's favorite runner, man. I'm right here. You feel me? Y'all know where to find me at. So Michael Johnson know where to find me at. You feel me? So if he want me to be a part of it, that's something that I'd love to do. But my focus right now is just getting back on the track and putting some times down and scaring some folks. So that's where my focus is right now, man.
There we go, bro. Excited coming on back. I was in the Lance Brahmins. He posts y'all like doing practice and everything. So I was looking yesterday at some of them practice workout videos. Man, those them lunges up the hill, that looks like death, bro.
Hey, I that's me. I brought that. I'm gonna take credit for that right now. Shout out Coach Lance. You feel me? You got my respect, Coach. But that's my workout. I came up with that shit. And he was like, whoa, that looks really, really beneficial. We're doing that next week. So I was like, yeah.
So what's the workout?
I can't give y'all the sauce.
Oh, I can't give everybody. Okay.
I can't give y'all the sauce, but we was doing some double lunges up the hill. I think that was the part that he captured.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I saw him post on that. So it was like, all right, there you go. That looks like hell. I ain't gonna do that. I'm done with this running stuff. But all right, good stuff.
If y'all want the sauce on that workout, hey, y'all subscribe to my Instagram. You feel me? You got to go to the little subscribers tab. I'll be tapping in with folks, giving them workouts and stuff like that. Coach Noah, I put my coaching hat on sometimes too. So y'all go ahead, tap in with that.
Here we go. In international coaching. Why not? There we are, bro. Awesome. So thank you everyone for listening. Next week, can we confirm for next week, or we want to not break it out?
We got the first week of the year. First week of the new year.
Okay. Yeah. After that. All right. So the next we'll talk, I guess not next pod, but after that, we'll talk about our first guest that's going to be joining the show. Exciting. We'll be getting a guest series. If there's anyone that you would like to see join the pod, reach out. Let us know of any athletes that you'd like to see. We'll get in our bag. We'll try to connect and see what we can make happen. So awesome. Well, thank you. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.